What is going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one and only Paid to Drive, and of course, Paid to Drive Vlogs coming at you. Day number 1348. Hope you're all doing great out there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you drive for apps like GrubHub, DoorDash, UberEATS, or any of the others, you should definitely be subscribed to this channel with all notifications turned on. That's right, get started today for free. Hit that red subscribe button, and of course, don't forget to hit that like down below. It just lets YouTube know I'm doing a good job. And let's jump into this bad boy. So, got an email here from Mike. So everyone say thank you, Mike, in the chat or the comments. So he says, the new pay model on DoorDash. Hey, Pete, thanks for the content. I'm enjoying what you do. You're very welcome, Mike. I've been dashing since May of 2019 and full-time since Tuesday after Labor Day, when I got a call from my chef that I was no longer needed. I decided to just do it full-time until I got something else, and then after a few weeks, it was like, why don't I just keep doing this? You wouldn't be the first person to say that. I'm telling you, it gets addicting to be in the gig economy. Here are my stats after 1 week with the new DoorDash pay model. $1,219.52. Active hours, 38 hours, 11 minutes. Dash time, 50 hours, 2 minutes. 115 deliveries. Delivery average of $10.60. Last week with the new pay model that rolled out on Thursday. $1,214.80. Active, 38 hours, 57 minutes. Dash time, 54 hours and 7 minutes, 129 deliveries, $9.41 delivery average per order, which really is not bad, because if you're averaging double digits or almost double digits, like $9, you're doing pretty decent in my opinion. I had roughly $21 this week of delivery pay that had a new base pay of under $3. I did not include stacks in this. I am not able to calculate the other side because I don't remember the previous base pay of all the restaurants that are not showing up differently. My point in all of this, like in September 2019, when they made the last big change to the previous pay model, everyone thought the sky was falling, but it did not. And many drivers, including myself, adjusted and made more money. If you do the short runs, yes, you're going to be pinched by this. Another fact that totally blew me away is my acceptance rate is currently at 44%. It was at 46% for a minute. It hasn't been that high in a long time. I can't prove it yet, but once I got over 25%, I have seen less Walmarts and less of the extremely lowball offers. But in truth, that was what drove it back to 44% at the end of my shift today. Thanks again for content you're producing. And by the way, when I turn right, I hear myself saying, all right, all right. Don't know how I'm going to get back at you for that, Mike. So that is pretty funny. Now, the reason why I wanted to share this with you is, you know, he brings up a lot of good points. I know, we've all spent a lot of time trashing DoorDash for the new pay model that a lot of people have been experiencing with the low base pay under $3. But Mike has clearly found a way to make it work for him. You know, in life, evolution is inevitable. Change is inevitable. And if you don't learn to adapt, you're going to lose, you're going to fall behind. And Mike and many others have found a way to make it work for them. People like Pedro DoorDash Santiago, for example, is a good example of someone who took this new pay model and made it work for him, and he's still crushing it out there. I do feel that maybe a lot of the newer drivers out there, the newer dashers, may struggle with this. But the one thing I don't like, and he does mention about the shorter runs, why is it that you're not allowed to make, a good amount of money on the shorter runs? I mean, again, it depends on the tip, of course. But they're really encouraging drivers to try and go the longer distances. Now, that is something that he did not share in the email. And I'm curious how much mileage he's been putting on. How long of these runs has he been doing? I mean, he's obviously put in the time. He's making the money. I mean, he's been making $1,200 a week here, at least 2 weeks in a row. So with that being said, what does that mean mileage wise? You know, because yes, you know, you could be making great money, but if you're driving your car into the ground, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole bunch of other expenses now that you have to worry about. So that's what my question is to Mike, is how much mileage were you putting on and how far were you driving? Were you staying within your zone? Were you going out of the zone? Were you doing double digit mileage? You know, were you getting your $1 per mile or $2 per mile? You know, these are things that are essential, you know, to every dasher out there. Are you tracking your mileage as well, like with the Stride app or Mile IQ or an app such as that, you know? So my question to everybody in the chat or the comments is, with this new pay model, have you been making more money? Have you been making less money? Or have you been making about the same as previously? Because I'm just curious, you know, where you guys stand with all of this. So Mike, I really appreciate the email and the update, but if you can get back to me about how much mileage you've been putting on, because like I do notice you didn't mention that. So if anybody ever wants to send me anything, email it to paytodrivestories@gmail.com, just like Mike did. Or feel free to message me on Patreon. All you have to do is sign up, pick a tier. Link is in the description or in the pinned top comment, and you can kind of bypass my email. It's a little faster of a response for me, and you can have, you know, topics submitted for videos. And as a perk, I also shout you all out in the new videos. And when you hear your name called, say in the chat or the comments, say, "Hey Pete, I heard my name." Of course, we got Samantha Michaels, Brian Pomeroy, Heidi Barnes, Joe Valerio, Kurt Paul, Lee Peacock, Tulsa Todd, William Boudreau, Laura Love, Agus, Alan G. Van Horn, Drew Hanor, Fernando Carranza, Frank Haviland, Fresh One, Jason Casta, Justin Case, Lulu Laura, Natalie Mosley, Sarah Keston, Scott Freisner, Sherry Cassidy, Stephen Neely, Joyce Hine, welcome Joyce, Brian Richardson, Ginny Thomas, John Banach, Mr. John Banach himself, Matt Epperson, Nick G, Stacy Miller, Terrence Pacheco, and of course, Valerie Brown, Valerie Brown. All right, sign up down below. Links in the description or the pinned top comment. And also in the description is the link to the free gas saving app called Get Upside. Well, what is it and how does it work? Click the link in the description down below. Download it to any smartphone that you have. Okay, you go to your gas station, pump your gas, print out your receipt, take a picture of your receipt with the Get Upside gas app, and within 48 hours or so, you'll get anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back, which is pretty fantastic. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. Links in the description. Make sure to download it today. And of course, if you want to get a t-shirt just like this, all your t-shirts, hoodies, and goodies over at paytodrivestore.com. Lots of different designs, different colors, different sizes. Go check it out. Everything's on sale at paytodrivestore.com. Check it out. Links down below or in the pinned top comment. And if you made it to the end of this video, simply leave a comment saying END119 or END119. Just lets me know you made it to the end. Of course, hit that free red subscribe button down below and turn on that notification bell. Set it to all so you don't miss any future uploads. And of course, please hit that like button on the way out. Just lets YouTube know I'm doing a good job. So until next time, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling and keep bustling, and we'll see you next time right here on Paid to Drive, and of course, Paid to Drive Vlogs. Be well, drive safe, and take care of yourselves and each other. See you on the next one.